Welcome to the introduction of Google Flow. But in this video, you're going to be able to create your own projects quickly, easily. We're going to go over the interface. We're going to create an image. We're going to create a video. And then I'm going to show you how to extend those videos if you want to continue a project. So it's going to be very easy to learn. You won't have a problem. And so let's get into it. Let's get started. Google Flow is an AI online creative studio where you can produce video projects with sound, imagery. You can do it all with text-based prompts. You can upload images as a starting point for your videos. It's a very powerful tool that you can create most of your projects in. These are all projects that I've actually completed myself. So 99% of the projects that I produce were produced in Google Flow. Let's say we're starting a new project. We would go here. Okay, so this is the interface we start with. We have all our media. Since it's a brand new project, we don't have any media, characters, scenes, anything like that in this. Before we create something, I'll show you the interface. So you have an agent here. You can ask agent questions and help you do things. Okay, I haven't used the agent that much because it's just a brand new feature. I haven't used the agent within Google Flow because they just added it. So I'm going to turn it off and show you how I use the other features. So I'm going to use Nano Banana 2, which is the quick model, but it's about 95% of what Pro is. So for most media that you're producing, it's less credits, it's faster to create a product. Now, if you're doing high fidelity and you need the absolute best, go for Pro. You're going to set your ratios here. I'm going to go with 16:9. In a little bit, I'm going to show you the video options also. So if I'm creating video, then you really only have two options. You have the 9:16 and 16:9. So you have the portrait and landscape for that. This is how many renderings you want it's going to give you. Now, usually you do one because it uses more credits for more renderings. But I'm going to go back to image here. Go to that 69, I'm on one rendering, and I'm on Nano Banana 2, which is the fast version. It says it will use 0 credits for Nano Banana, so if we go to video, go by 9:16, it's going to use 20 credits. So, because you are part of the suite, you are getting free renderings, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go back to image, go to 69, and I'm going to show you the other things real quick. So here you can upload media. So if you're going to start with an image and maybe you want to make a video out of it, then you can upload your media here and create a collection, create a character, which you can do almost everything to the left anyway, or create a scene, which is also to the left. This shows your account, so I have 1,510 AI credits. And as I mentioned before, it's easier for me to kind of figure out my cost in this system than it is when I'm on the other platforms. But sometimes there is a need to use them. If I'm using an influencer, I do have collaborations with the influencers. So if I bring them in here, it will recognize them and it will not let me do certain things. So there are other models on these other platforms that you can do that. So you don't want to get bottlenecked where you're just stuck trying to do a project, and I'll show you an influencer. Sometimes it recognizes them, sometimes it doesn't. That's a quick look at the interface. So let's create a project. So I have a project I'm working on for a client of mine, and we need a scene, we need a hero image for a website for what we're calling Bayou Baron. Okay, for this project I already have the description of the image I want. Pretty clear. And it's a cinematic image, it's a hero image, it's about being a Cajun in the swamps. So I'm going to make sure my settings are correct before I do this. So I do want 16:9. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple images created, give it at least 2 tries, because it's not costing me any more credits here. And we'll just check over here. Let's go over here and see what we're at. We're at 1510. And then I'm going to do 2 16:9s, agents off, and I'm going to let it run, and we'll see what we get. Okay, and you'll find that Sometimes it'll take a little bit for both images. So the question is, which one do I like best to proceed with for Louisiana? I am going to add on top of the shed here. We don't need to choose the number of renditions, and I'm going to keep it on 2. Let's see what we get. Okay, I like the sign. It fit in well. So, do we have too many alligators? That's the question. Okay, now I have the image. Let's make sure that we have this in our scene. Sometimes when I add it, it adds it itself, but we're on this one, so I'm going to make sure it goes in my scene. Which, if we back up out of the scene, I think I'm done editing it. I really like the way it did that, so I'm going to go down here. And yeah, we've got it twice, so I am going to remove this one. And then I'm going to, just to save space, I'm going to get rid of this one. And we're going to go with this one. So now I want to create a video. I want to go to animate. Now I don't have an end image, and you don't need one, but if I did, it would transition between the start and ending. So the prompt is, there's a slight breeze blowing in the wind. The man is rocking in his chair slowly, while some alligators disappear under the water while several swim slowly and naturally. So I only want one video. Hopefully we'll get it right this time. It's going to cost me 20 credits, and let's go. Okay, that took a little bit over a minute to complete. And if you see a number of attempts, just refresh. Let's see if we can load. Okay. So let's zoom in. So if we come in, we can see while I don't think any of the alligators disappeared, let's see it again. Well, this one disappeared, and this one disappeared. And it's good. I could have told it to keep the close ones in range. The close ones up, which it did it naturally. Sign still looks good. Text looks good. I think that's plenty. All right, now we are branded with VO here, which I'm fine with that. So we've actually completed our project. Go back to one level. We have a video here. We have a still image here. So in a nutshell, that's kind of how Google Flow works. Now if you want to actually continue with the next scene, you can come down here, click this if you want to continue it to extend it. You can also edit your clip, but I would just hit extend here and light, and then it's going to ask what happens next. And then it's going to seamlessly take the last frame of this, which will be the first frame of how it starts the video, and then it's going to continue the video. And this has been super helpful when I'm trying to get 20-second clips, 30-second clips, and it does a really good job. It used to have a little bit of an issue in the transition from the last frame to the first frame, and you would see a little glitch. For the most part, I think that's been resolved. So I'll let you know how that goes in some future videos. I think it's all good. Okay, that completes the tutorial. So now you know how to start your first project. If we do go back to here and go back one more level, then we will see our project right here. So it's been added to the project list. It's an easy way to keep track of everything. So be sure to check back for more videos. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next tutorial or the next AI update, because they're coming. Many are coming. So hope to see you soon.